And the heat is about to get notched up. All we await is Peter Hansen, our head referee, tonight's whistle. There it is, and we are underway. As I mentioned, these two teams have played each other with real regularity over the last 4 seasons. Every year, it's almost like an annual tradition here at Kenan Stadium. In those 4 meetings, Duke have been victorious in every single one, and by big margins. 23 goals to the good for the Blue Devils, and none conceded, including last year's thrashing 10-0 victory. Big ball over the top, possibly searching for Rakaj. It'll fall nicely just in behind. That 10-0 result, though, is not exactly as straightforward as one might imagine. It was actually 0-0 at halftime as Kenan goes chasing in over the top. Vukovic. Eventually, Demora is there to sweep things up. It was scoreless, though, at halftime. Spoke with both coaching staffs yesterday before the game. Coach Zhao of Howard saying it just was a matter of a lack of depth and having to chase the game for so long. He just got exhausted in the second half and gave up goals. To Coach Kerr saying it really was a challenge for them. They have seen teams this season that have tried to come here to Kenan and put numbers behind and hold things up. Said Howard did exactly that last season as well. Liam Keeler in goal for the Bison. He has been splitting time with the Canadian Wise Daily. They have now both started 4 games apiece, counting tonight. Drew Kerr smuggles it away. Here's Vukovic. Square ball over to Camisito. And then Preston Zabinko, the freshman, over on the right-hand side. Last off the Blue Devils in white tonight. Sliding challenge by Kenan. The Ukrainian from Kharkiv gives up the free kick, the opening of the night. Vukovic's pass. Julius Suber. Vukovic with the big ball. Lots of backspin. While the 21st century history of this fixture has been heavily dyed in deep blue, as that one's gonna sneak in at the near post. A long-range missile from Jose Ortega. Goals in back-to-back games for Ortega as he gets the Blue Devils started. Great finish from Ortega. A little bit more than halfway into the attacking half, and he saw the space open up for himself and thought, I place it on my shoulders to try and find that bottom corner. The amount of space that he had to find in that bottom 90 to evade the arm of Keeler. Minuscule. Had to place it with perfection. He had the game winner against Syracuse last time out. Makes it 2-2 in the first for the Blue Devils. Driving inside, Burns pings it out wide. Numbers in the middle, stung across. Kept in play. The referee on the far side says he trickled out of play for a goal kick. Ortega had 2 goals last year against Howard in that 10-0 victory. Took them into the second half, though, to find goal number 1 in 2024. Here in 2025, barely 5 minutes. To return to my point before we were interrupted by that Ortega goal, if you go back to the 20th century, actually, when you talk about big one-sided results, Howard won the first ever meeting between these two teams all the way back in 1972. It was actually in the NCAA tournament, and the Bison got the better of the Blue Devils by a score of 9-0. So quite incredible that last year's 10-0 result was only 1 better than what the Bison handed to them back in the 70s. The exact sort of start that Coach Kerr would have wanted for his side. Got a player down over in the opposite end. That will bring on the athletic trainer. Coach Kerr looked back to last year's game when speaking of this one and said, you know, they've got to really respect this Howard opponent. Howard had a couple of chances last year, he said, that could have really changed or altered the outcome of that way if they go down a goal. How does that impact the result? So they knew they were going to have a team that's going to try and get in their way. They got to go out there and try and beat through the frustration that is sure to be posed to them. Referencing that UC San Diego game, which at the end of the day was a Duke victory by a very slim margin. It is Ortega who is slowly making his way off. Only just about 2 minutes since finding the back of the net. He will be replaced by the Italian, Leo D'Ambrosio. One of a pair of Italian transfers on this team to go alongside Alessandro Orlatti.
Entering the game for the Blue Devils, number 11, Leonardo D'Ambrosio.
D'Ambrosio started every game except Syracuse. And then, of course, today as well, as Duke go with the same lineup as they fielded against the Orange. Vukovic over to Preston Zabinko, the freshman. Far side. An early start will be a relief for Duke. They play teams that are trying to frustrate you every minute that goes by. That's scoreless or level. Just builds confidence in the opposition. Makes your job just a little bit more difficult. Peter Hansen says that was last off the Serbian Vukovic. So getting one early and forcing Howard to chase this result is going to go a long way towards helping Duke secure the result. Flicked along by Hutt to Kerr. On the ground to Burns under pressure. Forces the big clear out of Acito as Caban was chasing down the Ukrainian who blasted his way onto the scene last year, picking up all NEC, all rookie team honors in 2024. Big throw. One bounce. Zabinko forced to hook it out of play. A nice bout of pressure from the Bison. Good ball on the ground. Trying to lay it back off to the taker, but no dice. It was Justin Harris. He was trying to return it to Naeem Robinson. Rakaj. Burns pings it to the near side. Suber. It's a good recovery by Honore Rice. Referee will have Vukovic retake this throw from a few yards back. For those of you who may have tuned in just a minute or two late, you missed the opening goal. Jose Ortega is no longer on the field, had to exit gingerly. Picked out the bottom corner from all of 30 yards, I'd say, 25, 30 yards. There is Rice. Starting every game so far this season, the South Carolina native. Playing the full 90 on 3 occasions and picked up an assist in that opening game against UNC Asheville. Cito trying to go over the top. Rakaj, is he onside? Linesman says yes. Rakaj. Nobody there at the top of the box to finish it off. Here is Caban. 3-on-3 for Howard. Still he holds. Caban, shot blocked by Vukovic. And Demora can come out and claim. Well, he had Mims on the left and Simmons on the right. Felt like there was a split moment there where he could have played it on the ground, the Ukrainian, into the path of Mims. And just when I thought that opportunity went away is when I thought he was going to slide it right. Nothing coming, though. Here go Duke. In line. Blocked out. That'll be away for corner number 1 of the night for either side.
Blue Devil corner to be taken by number 10, Drew Kerr.
And we won't be talking much about it from this point on, but the block there by Vukovic, it's a small play and one that you won't see very often or probably at all in the highlight reel. But an all-important one because you never know where that shot might go. One option short. It'll be Kerr to whip it in with the left boot. In swinger. Back stick. Vukovic. Parried by the keeper. Keeler does well. One of those really big threats. Coach Zhao in our conversation singling out set pieces. So they're not a very big team as far as size goes. So just can't give up silly goals, as he said, on set pieces, those easy ones that can really sink the ship, especially when you're asked to do a lot of defending. Given a Duke team that does have a lot of height and a few of those marquee set piece threats. D'Ambrosio near side to Suber. Against Rice. Suber still whips one. Not far away. Yeah, there was one thing on Julius Suber's mind when he took that touch onto his right boot. Almost like a reflex to fire that one. Had a really nice whip on it. Referee will have the goal kick retaken. Offensive players cannot enter the 18-yard box until the goal kick is taken, until the ball moves Those players on the edge of the 18 cannot enter it. That is a new-ish rule, maybe just before COVID or slightly afterwards. That whole timeline's a little blurry at this point. Here's that high press from Duke. Good work, not only to wriggle away, but to draw the foul. Corey Sharif. Another one of these searching balls. Rakaj brings it down wonderfully. Just got a little nudge there at the end. The referee does not think warrants a free kick. But a great touch with his right boot. Rakaj, who started off his college career with a goal, scoring the game winner against the Toreros of San Diego, helping secure revenge against the team that knocked them out of the NCAA tournament on this field almost a year ago. Big ball to chase. Offside flag stays down. Demora watches it out of play. Very often you have a keeper shielding the ball. Come by the corner flag, out for a goal, a kick. But a player of maximum experience in Eric Demora. Once again plucked from the pantry of the CAA, this time from Monmouth. One of Coach Kerr's favorite places to shop. Fantastic soccer conference. Coastal Athletic Association. Nipping it around the corner for Drew Kerr. All the way back to Camisito. Trying to lay it off. Kenan gets in the way. Space opening up here. D'Ambrosio just forced off of possession. As of right now, it is Jose Ortega's fourth-minute goal that separates these two sides. Howard have held their own since the opener. Space in the middle of the park. Attempting the layoff. Referee will call that foul against Burns. First real set piece opportunity of the night for Howard. They'll send up one of their big threats from set pieces, Troy Matingu. Floated in. Weren't able to get contact there. That was Rice. Could not direct it goalward. Just does go to show you. Margins at this point are very thin. Great ball to the outside. Looking for support and finds it. Little slip on the edge of the 18. Let's Duke back into possession. They'll cycle it back around. Teeing up that left-footed cross. Mims doing enough. Back to Isido, who's pulling the strings back there at the center of the back three. Vukovic all the way to Demora. Good work by Howard. It's a good marker of success there that they're able to block those passing lanes and force the ball backwards. Here come the Blue Devils. Excellent ball. The Travella pass intercepted at the last moment. See out for corner kick number 2 for Duke.
Blue Devil corner to be taken by number 23, Kenan.
Hott will take this time a right-footed outswinger. Vukovic got onto the last cross. His headed shot, though, straight at Keeler. Here goes Hott. Low ball. Deflection out front. D'Ambrosio recycles it. Hott. Not fully cleared. Away by Matingu. Acedo. Vukovic. Good pressure by Howard. Able to wriggle free. Rakaj right to Caban. Tomorrow will win this foot race. Sprays it out to the far side. Settled with ease. Round the corner for Hott. Rakaj down the middle. Once again, backs to the wall. Defending on their own 6-yard box. Howard are holding on here. Great flick. Wonderful challenge in from behind. It's Max Simpson. Another freshman with big-time minutes in this Duke starting 11. D'Ambrosio, Rakaj. Not far away at all. Freshman Norwegian. Simpson, Rakaj, Zabinko. All 3 first years. Contributing big minutes. Coach Kerr spoke with him earlier this year, talking about the expectations for some of these freshmen. Knew some of them would have some big ceilings. Preston Zabinko, the right center back, one of those ones that's been a surprise, isn't quite the right word. They knew how good of a player he was, so they didn't think he would be a starter from day one. Nobody could have predicted that, but he has earned it. And been solid back there as well. Here is Zabinko. Minutes in 3 different games this season, and a shot, in fact, in every game except the opener against the Toreros. Layoff by Rakaj. Hott now, wriggling his way through. It's one of those mazy runs. Kerr now. Taken off of it by Rice. Pinballs its way around. Still not cleared. Keeler, referee says, goal kick. It's one of those ones that you've seen 1,000 times. Keeper goes out, maybe doesn't quite get there. Player goes down. From my angle, and now my view of the contact between the keeper's hands and the player's legs, I believe it was D'Ambrosio, was restricted. I couldn't see it clearly. didn't look like one of those ones that would be given for a penalty. Suber out wide for Kerr. Driven across, tucked home. Another goal for Max Simpson as the freshman makes it 2.
Blue Devil goal scored by number 16, Max Simpson.
Simpson, goal number 2 of the season for him. Goal number 2 of the game for Duke. They've been threatening from those sorts of areas all night long, trying to ping these balls across the face of goal, right on that 6-yard box area, that corridor of uncertainty. What they've been missing to this point has been the person there to just tap it home. It's a relatively easy finish for Max Simpson. Both of his goals scored here at Kenan. Had one in the opener against San Diego. Now one here against Howard. Scored at just about the halfway point of half number 1. Vukovic, that physical battle that he relishes. Won by Burns. Spots the run on the far side. Nearly returned it back for Burns. D'Ambrosio. Just a sort of start Duke would have wanted. For Howard, it's difficult to be able to sustain so much pressure and so many of those opportunities and not concede. Just 5 shots given up total, 3 on goal, 2 of which have been turned home. Vukovic into Aceto. Big switch from the Serbian. D'Ambrosio far side. Burns back for Vukovic. Has the shot. Stings off the legs of Justin Harris. Vukovic spots the run, flag stays down. Kerr cuts it to himself. Still going on. Fired from the top of the box and hammered home by Hot.
Blue Devil goal! Take a look at the rest box. Here's your chance at a Duke mini goal.
Created by Kerr. Finished by Hot. As Duke make it 3.
Blue Devil goal scored by number 23, Kenan. Assist to number 10, Drew Kerr.
Painted on this near sideline, Drew Kerr. A masterpiece of dribbling. Slicing and dicing one way and the other. finally able to slide it across top of the box. And Hott was there with one thing on his mind, bottom corner. A mirror from Jose Ortega's goal to start us off. Duke seem like they're in their stride now. Strung through. It'll fall just short. Starting to get into that territory where things teeter for Howard. 1 goal more than doable, 2 goals just the same. 3 is where the breaking point starts to begin. You get a goal here, you're just down by 2. Getting one before the halftime whistle would be massive for the Bison. Foul called, Zach Simmons drawing it. This will bring on 4 changes for Howard.
Entering the game for the Bison, number 5, Bryson Clark. Number 6, Corey James. Number 10, Ian Campbell. And number 22, Juice Bollinger.
I've heard those changes over the public address announcer's voice. Gonna try and dump this one in. They keep Matingu back though. Good ball. Once again, Vukovic, a monster on set pieces. In line, kept in play, laid across. Another excellent opportunity for Howard. They're getting in those areas. Very similar to how we saw the second goal for Simpson created. Similar in ways to the one we just saw scored by Hott. Campbell tries to flick it along. And he's one of the best routes to finding the back of the net. Using those wide channels, getting parallel with the end line. You're forcing defenders to run back towards their own goal, which is the worst in that situation. Having to contort your body in such a way as to get the ball away from your own goal line while all of your momentum is heading towards it is so difficult, and it's going to increase those chances of a defender tucking it in themselves for an own goal. Hott now. Lay off by Caban. Good work by Suber, who picked up the assist on Simpson's second. Another searching ball. Pressure from D'Ambrosio. Forces the throw. Here goes the Italian. Laying it off. Poked through to Rakaj. Returns it. Little push in the back that the referee waves away. Was certainly contact there. Fans here at Koskinen letting the referee know their thoughts about it as the yellow card will come out. It's for Kenan Hott. It's a great ball by Rakaj back around the corner. I believe it was Hott, but it might have been Max Simpson that was running in, and he got a little tap in the back by Matingu, and did what any attacker would do in that situation and rode the contact, went to ground. They're definitely not going to call it if you don't go down. It's one of those honest attempts at drawing a foul. There certainly was contact that would have forced anyone off balance, but the referee today, Peter Hansen, not judging it to be enough. Pressing from Howard has been effective at times, but it's been these isolations in wide areas that have made things difficult, whether it be Vukovic or Hott, who are sending these big switches out to the wingbacks. It's completely opening up the game for Howard. When the ball's in the middle of the park like this, the Bison have been able to get numbers, kind of scramble the passing lanes. I think that part of the game has been very effective for them as Duke readies a line change of 7 substitutions. No, make that 8. That'll roll out of play. Duke's going to basically get a whole new 11 out there.
Entering the game for the Blue Devils, number 5,
I'll let the PA dresser handle this one.
Number 7, Alessandro Arlotti. Number 9, Olfor Bjornsson. Number 12, Thomas Vold. Number 17, Adrian Baisima. Number 19, Ian Hecker. Number 22, Caleb Donaldson. Number 24, Alex Bjornsson. And number 32, Jackson Lagos.
So when you think things have been difficult for Howard to this point, bring on some incredibly talented substitutes. It's the Bison looking for their first, just too heavy. Searching for Kenan, the number 1 ranked player in the country coming into the season. Bjornsson, Olfor comes in, gets his first touch. Started the first 2 games, picked up some minutes against Syracuse. Might get on the end of this one. Bjornsson rifles it home! Right from the bench to the back of the net, and Bjornsson notches another. But then as soon as you see it looping back towards the 18-yard box, you're thinking, this is one for Bjornsson to chase, and that's exactly what he does. He's got to get aerial. He's got to get up off the ground. Hits it on the volley, smashing it past Keeler in goal. A pretty classic Olfor Bjornsson finish. Makes it 4 to the good for the number 16 team in the country. The layoff for Arlotti, trying to pick out his countryman. It's been a lonely night out there for Kenan. As Bjornsson flicks it along, Arlotti in a foot race. You can see just the speed with which they're continuing to move, Duke. Cut back, blocked out front, continued along, whipped in, back stick, Arlotti with the overhead, keeps it in play, gives it straight to the Bison. Jude Spallinger skips around 1, no way past Thomas Vold, another one of those CAA transfers. Nicely in for Campbell, surrounded by 4 in white and blue. Numbers teeing up. Not fully cleared. Biasima, the substitute. Left wing back, completes the clearance. Once again, Howard not far away. The layoff, 4-on-2. Slips it through. Trying to return it. Selfless play. Real opportunity there for Duke that they will want back. Was not far away from Bjornsson. It's Jackson Lagos. Just trying to complete that last pass selflessly. Once again, Duke players encroaching inside the 18-yard box before the ball is kicked. Works the same way as a penalty kick. Vold. Arlotti. Keeps it in play down by the corner flag. Physical battle in front of the assistant referee. This is what they've done all night long, Duke. Almost a hypnotic. Left to right, right to left. Big cross, falls nicely. Nearly for Bjornsson to make it 2. Rice hands on head. Put out of play and allows more changes for Howard as Daniel Kenan will come off.
And number 23, Jonathan Winston.
Jordan Julian will replace him alongside Jonathan Winston. Great work. Arlotti with the flick. Lagos. 2 chances in quick succession for Jackson Lagos. Senior making his 2nd appearance on the season for Duke. Looking for his first college goal. What a moment that would have been to get it. So now inside the final 10 minutes. Jose Ortega got us underway early with a rocket from distance. Max Simpson made it 2 for the Blue Devils. They have not looked back since. Kenan hot, making it 3, and then the substitute Bjornsson. 4 to the good for Duke. Still plenty of time to go. Scoreline and the difference between the 2 teams matters in the sense of winning and losing. It won't matter how many they win by. They are on pace to beat their record from last year of 10. Lagos. It's Ian Hecker. All the way back to Hauschild. Good Bjornsson. From Reykjavik, Iceland. Here goes Hecker. Not quite in the same wavelength. Now Howard really pinned back here. They're not able to get that ball cleared and expand from this deep lying a box they've got set on the edge of their own 18. That spells trouble. Lagos can't keep it in play, far side. Nearly poking it through. Both teams here trying to build with recent results as that ball did not go out of play. Howard picking up their first win of the season last time out against VMI. Duke breaking a run of 3 games, consecutive draws. Their win over Syracuse. Good work to nip in at just the right moment for Corey James. Good Bjornsson. Scooped in. That'll be routine for Keeler. Good Chow said that they have been pretty organized defensively. You look at the score line and say, well, it's 4-0, Zach, but you have to remember this is one of the best teams in the country offensively. Look back at some of these results that Howard have had. They have been close games, couple of 1 goals. It's poked through. Arlotti chasing down, cutting it back on his right, just wide. Alessandro Arlotti, a golden opportunity to make it 5 here in the final 5. One of the few chances tonight that Duke have not turned home. Coach Jow saying that their problem really has been on the other end of the field offensively. It's where their difficulties have come from. Just 3 goals on the season. Picked up 1 against UNC Asheville, 1 in a draw against Navy, and the win against VMI last time out. Coach saying that goal for Robinson, real confidence booster for this team, as would be one here. There's DeMora confidently off his line. And the feel-in for Wesselspiel, another transfer from the same league. Great career at Hofstra, great career in the pros now. DeMora is living up to the billing, trying to get around the corner. Every minute so far for the Monmouth transfer. See if he goes the full 90 tonight. Not being called upon often, but that is the life of a goalkeeper. Got to be ready to be called upon at any moment's notice. Still alive for Duke. Arlotti, passed off of him. Good Bjornsson. Takes an awkward bounce. Lagos pokes it through. Arlotti still no. Thought that might be his chance at redemption. But a fantastic sliding challenge by Matingo. This will be corner kick number 3 for the Blue Devils. They've had all 3 of them. Stacking up at the top of the box. You can see there, bottom half of your screen. We'll see where they break when the call comes in. Great ball in, nearly in by Gudbjornsson. What you want to do, head it down into the ground. Don't want to blaze those over from such a short distance. Final 90 seconds here in half number 1 at Koskinen. Has been a confident and consummate performance so far. Not leaving it to the second half like they did last year, Duke. Early and often. Good Bjornsson. Duke can feel good about what they've been able to do. They've scored in a couple different ways. They have remained at that level of pressure the entirety of this first half. Howard have had their chances and are going to feel they probably should have tested Eric DeMora with one of them. No shots on goal so far. Hacker. Bjornsson chasing back here. We'll see exactly which way this one's going to go. It's going to be against Bjornsson. It's one of those ones where
yellow card issued to Blue Devils player
attacker
number 9,
made sure Bjornsson came down with him. It's Wellborn. Feeling it after that one. Bjornsson just trying to slow things up. Gets a yellow card for his efforts. There might be time for just one more opportunity. Matingo is forward for Howard. Big ball, searches for him. Duke able to clear. That was the target man, and now he's caught at the other end of the field. Can Duke cap off the first half with one more? 10 seconds to try and get
10,
it.
9, 8, 7,
Lagos.
6, 5, 4,
Illegal
3,
throw,
2,
and that will take
1,
us to the
0.
end of the first 45. Well, a year ago, Duke were starting lineup that began the game, and they will get us started here. There's the whistle. And here we go, folks, for the second 45. Duke coming off of their win against Syracuse 2-0 over the Orange. Breaks a run of 3 games with straight draws. Talked to coach and said, you know, what was it like getting back into the win column? And he said, really, those draws before that felt a lot like wins. Having to go down to a very tough environment in Furman, a fantastic program, on Clint Dempsey night, coming from behind to tie that game. Things did not get easier from there. They scored 2 goals in the final 10 minutes of the game, just seconds apart in their game against Georgetown, being 2-0 down to the Hoyas to tie that one 2 apiece. Been having to go on the road for the biggest trips of any team in the country for conference play. Going out to Cal, picking up a 1-1 draw there. And so all of those really were building momentum. They did feel like victories. And so to get that win against Syracuse just continues to point the nose in the right direction. It's really what made the result against Cal feel like a win was the win against Syracuse. And if they didn't pick one up there, then it really is just 4 points dropped through their opening 2 games in conference play. So that was incredibly important to get maximum here at home against Syracuse. A long run of home games for Duke. 6, in fact, after being on the road for a while. Searching ball, Rakaj trying to get there. It's kind of last to be off the defender. It's Wellborn.
Blue Devils corner to be taken by number
Opening
23,
set piece
Kenan.
of half number 2. Corner kick number 4 for the Blue Devils. It'll be a right-footed out swinger for Hott, as Drew Kerr is the option short. Hott drives it in low. Kerr back for Hott. Takes it in blind, cuts it back to himself. Hott stands one up. That's the last off of Matingo. There's Bjornsson at the far stick. You thought at such a tight angle, maybe Hott's service would go out of play, but no. Matingo kept honest to the last to prevent the Bjornsson brace. It'll be another outswinger. Driven low, Arlotti. Bjornsson this time, punched away, still not cleared. Trickles its way through. Arlotti on the second attempt.
Take a look at the press box. Rear Jansen, Duke Video.
see they are trying something from the training ground there. And ball stung across the surface, trying to find Arlotti, making his run into the near post. He nearly had success on the opening opportunity, but then Howard just unable to clear, unable to get it away. That second and third bounce eventually made them pay. Alessandro Arlotti. This is his second goal for Duke.
Number 7, Alessandro Arlotti, unassisted.
He got a game-tying goal against Cal on that big road trip. Makes it 2 now. Man from Monaco, transferring in from Harvard. Once again, almost the exact same time in half number 2. The 89th minute. 4 minutes into the half, just as they scored 4 minutes into the first. Duke attempting to mirror here. They've now stretched it out to 5. Arlotti, more for assisting than he has been goal scoring during his time in Duke Blue. Had an assist in the season opener against San Diego, picked one up for the next game. Game-winning assist against UC San Diego. Also against Georgetown, pitching in often. Sliding challenge by Hott. Zabinko goes to ground. Booted long. Might fall for Hott. Flicked along for Rakaj. Rakaj, just a little pull. Fouled by Wellborn. Howard also coming off of a big result last time out. Win number 1 of the season against the Keydets of VMI, 1-0. Very important one for Coach Jal's team. Had a couple of really close ones. So they've had a good trend recently. Better management of the ball. They can turn it over just less, is what he said. Work on completing the full matches. One of the parts he said that is disappointing them in some of their games is just not being able to make it through the full 90 through exhaustion, through having to chase. It's one of the big talking points coming into tonight's game, he said. Bjornsson, the flick on from Arlotti, gets it right back. So stop for a collision with the ball to the head. Coach Jal saying, against a Duke team that is so good in possession, one pass can turn into 5 to 10, 20, 40, 50 passes. So by the end of the half, you can have 30 and they have 200. So all that chasing just wears the team down. So that's kind of been a feature for them this season. You have to defend so much. Really can lead. Some of those late moments, just not having enough wind in your sails to get it across the line. They'll be able to continue, which is a great sign. Opportunity for the long throw, something Coach Jiao pointed out. He said these throw-ins, everybody's got 2 or 3 takers that can really lob them in. This one skips across the turf, settled, stung into the back stick, Centered across. Bjornsson hits the woodwork. Spinning. Rockage.
Blue Devils goal!
Fantastic finish on the pivot. Once again, the ball just sticks around. Howard can't complete that clearance. And Rockage, the man with the mask, actually loses the mask in the finish. The ballerinas just on that 1 foot, the pirouette around.
Blue Devils goal, scored by number 15.
Swings his foot right through it.
Unassisted.
Bjornsson coming so close, striking the woodwork. Another freshman to score. Stamora forced into touch here. Rockage got a goal, the game winner. Season opener against the Toreros. Picked up an assist against Georgetown. Adds number 6 for the Blue Devils tonight. Rockage shrugs off his defender. Kerr calling for it. Driven in. Cleared on the half volley. Sabinko backwards to Aceto. Arlotti. Great ball through for Burns. Bjornsson calling for it. Hot on the cutback. Headed through. Fantastic save. Arlotti denied.
Blue Devils corner.
Keeler with that big, strong right palm. Gets out to full extension. Pushes it away. Corner number 6 taken short. Just past Bjornsson. Settled! Aceto just wide. Hands on head for Hott, who thought it might be 2. Aceto nearly able to finish it off as well. Good pressure, wins it back for Duke. Hott. Awkward deflection. Hooked clear. The thing about this Duke pressure is at no point have they let their foot off the gas. Has been one thing that Coach Kerr has commented on is how his teams get stronger through games and through the season. It's a good second half team. A team that finds its footing late in the year as well. Keeler punching. Foul called as well. Rockage took the collision there. He's such a core part of Duke soccer's DNA is their ability to attack, Coach Kerr saying that is, quote, non-negotiable. Their core strategy will remain constant. Always looking to go forward, he said. Play attacking-minded. Create havocs and make other teams deal with us. And that has been the feature of tonight's game. Been so disorienting for that Howard defense to deal with so many threats coming in from wide areas. A lot of these goals have been scored from entry balls from the wings. Vukovic. Burns. Kerr whips it in. Aceto. Off for Burns. Through for Hott to make it a brace. Arrows it into the bottom corner. Seventh heaven for Duke as Kenan Hott makes it two. Scored in similar fashion to his first half goal. Driven on the ground into one of the corners. It's not across the face of goal, but it was such pace and speed. It's difficult for any keeper to get down, complete the save. Fourth goal on the year, doubling his total. Just got over 60 career starts for Duke last time out against Syracuse. Player that is just so reliable in midfield is kind of the base there alongside Burns. The foot is left up high by Matingu. It's going to get him a yellow card. This is one of those ones, is the crowd asking for a red. Matingu goes sliding in, 1 foot out to try and make the challenge on the ball, and his other foot is just kind of left up. That foot is not trying to make a challenge. I think the argument there can be made that that foot was intended to play the ball. It's just left up in the air.
The previous play is under review.
Rakaj out. They are going to review it. Possibility of upgrading this from a yellow to a red. So from my assessment, the way that I saw it, Matingu unintentionally, I don't believe it was maliciously, one of those legs is up off the ground, well off the ground to be fair, and studs up, which is a large part of the definition of a straight red card for dangerous play. There wasn't a lot of intentionality in it. I do believe it was a mistake, unintentional from Matingu. But just because it wasn't on purpose does not absolve you. While we wait, to note, has been a change in goal for Duke at the half. Nathan Gavisser, the referee, goes to the video review. Does not appear to be changing his decision. He'll stick with just a yellow for Matingu. I think it's the right call. Drew peels away. Hott will serve it in. Floated ball. Good work by Keeler. Rolls it out to Matingo. Rockage on the near side of your screen just picked up or took off of his mask, threw it onto the sidelines. Punched away, Bjornsson! Offside flag is up.
Offside, Duke.
Just offside when the shot came in. Good work to finish it off as Howard will take the opportunity to make 6 substitutions, similarly to how they did in the first half.
Harris. Number 14, Justin Mims. Number 15, Marshall Lloyd.
That will bring back on the Ukrainian Daniil Kaban, who Coach Dow said they really do need to protect, try and have success.
And number 33,
they got to take better care of the ball so they can get it and work through him. They don't have possession. They can't get him on the ball. They're not going to be able to play through him or to him. Bjornsson keeps it in play. Arlotti skipping across. Poked away. Burns. Good recovery by Howard. Forcing Burns away with the pressure. Cito sees away the ball by Kaban. Touch into space, that'll draw the foul. Excellent work. Very smart by Simpson. Touch the ball away. Draw the contact. Perhaps a little lucky not to receive a yellow card there. Half an hour remains. 7 goals to the good for Duke. Perhaps on their way to equaling a record total of 10 from last year. Bodies on the penalty spot. Right-footed from Hott. Backstick. Aceto across the face of goal. Vukovic still kept in play. Sliding challenge. Well executed. Substitutions readying for Duke. Vukovic. Simpson. It'll be another one of those line changes for the Blue Devils. They'll wait. Zabinko. Laid off for Arlotti. Trying to return it for Hott. Zabinko. Offside flag was up. That'll give time for Duke to make these changes.
For the Blue Devils, number 5.
There will be 10 of them as all the outfield players will rotate through.
Thomas Voll.
Coach Kershaw hoping to get everybody in.
Number
to
19,
reward them
Ian
doing
Hecker.
so well in training, working so
Number
hard.
22, Caleb Donaldson.
Just feel
Number 24, Axel Gudbranson. Number 25, Casey Bass.
As he sees the starters are rewarded for their effort being put in the starting lineup. Same as those who work so hard in training to get here on the field tonight. Spoke with Coach about what needs to continue to improve as Duke's focus will shift from tonight to Louisville here in just 27 minutes. So they are still a work in progress as far as continuing to gel. It's a group with some key new additions from back to front and goal, and amongst some of their new attacking supporting group players. It's working on familiarity and building their offensive movements. Working on that core identity. He said most importantly, perhaps, building those defensive habits in a good way. That just kind of segues back into the point I made earlier. The team getting stronger through the season, and certainly seems to be the mindset of Coach Kerr. This group will continue to become more and more familiar and gel together with a lot of new pieces, Sabinko and Simpson and Rakaj and Arlotti and D'Ambrosio and DeMora. Here go Howard, looking for their first shot on goal. A nice cutback. They had 3 solid opportunities in the first half that all very well could have tested DeMora in goal. Perhaps even resulted in one itself. Team in Howard that is looking for more on the offensive side. Just 3 goals in the season. One of those key talking points for Coach Zhao. Just lacking a little bit of confidence. A little trouble scoring. So a goal here against a top 20 team would go a long way, not just for their confidence, but to show their ability to break down a team that's not just good defensively, but it's got a really great group of defenders just in front. Referee will call it back. It'll be a yellow out for Roman Stallings. Stalling the play.
Yellow card shown to Howard player number 19, Roman Stallings.
One of the captains on this team for Howard. Some of the Duke players saying there was advantage there. It looked like there was, and then there wasn't for a brief moment. And then it bounced its way through. Stallings got high plaudits from his coach. Coach Zhao saying a very good leader. Defends really well. Part of that organized group. Defensively that has been doing their jobs. Bjornsson takes it himself. That ball had a lot of dip on it. Poked through. Waiting for support. I waited too long. Gives Duke time to recover. Nice work by Simmons. Just not on the same page with Caban. Again, there have been flourishes, sparks. Stallings. Stallings, who makes his 24th start tonight for Howard. Good piece of possession here from Howard, but turned over. Arlotti. Just saw out of the corner of his eye, Bjornsson making the run. Simmons, coaching a player who's really stepped up. Had his start to the season slowed down by a surgery he had in preseason. He's really starting to step into his own now. Told him, it's largely a message to the whole team. Got nothing to lose tonight. Go out there and play. Everything to gain. Turned around for Simmons, 2-on-2. Kenan in a foot race now. Kenan. Best look of the second half for Howard. Really great work by Simmons to hold it to the last moment. Full credit to good Bjornsson as well. Went stride for stride with the Ukrainian. Hecker, once again, not far away. Diagonal ball across the 18.
Now entering the game for the Blue Devils, number 17.
That'll be Bjornsson's perhaps last action of the night as he comes off here just after halfway in half number 2. Bjornsson, who notched goal number 4 in the first half after just moments after having stepped on the field. Rice. Offside flag stays down. Look, he might have just been perhaps a hair off. We close down to the final 20 minutes of this one. 4 goals in the first 45, 3 here in the second so far. Hecker. Nearly threaded through on the far side. Kenan now 3-on-3. His opportunity to pick out a pass. Very nearly able to connect with Rice. As Duke have countered, Howard have been able to find some success winning the ball and turning quickly. Some 3-on-3s, 2-on-2s. Which are about the best numbers you're probably going to get. Around the corner for Hecker now. Hecker! Great work for Simmons. Closed down by Vold. Simmons. His influence has grown in this second half. Zach Simmons moved along for Lagos. Hecker, big block by Wellborn. Wellborn, who'll play the full 90. Last time out against VMI, career high for him.
To be taken by number 11, Leonardo D'Ambrosio.
D'Ambrosio has Lagos as the option short. Arlotti at the far post. The rest stacked up near the penalty spot. Lagos will peel away. Backstick ball, it was an open header. And Arlotti has had a hat trick of chances to put away. Got his goal earlier. But had a couple of other really solid looks. D'Ambrosio intercepted by Stallings. No way around the corner. Just that moment where the chance seems like maybe with one quick pass you're able to find a breakthrough. That pass doesn't come, and it just takes a little bit of air out of the opportunity, slows things down. Gives Duke time to reorganize and find ways to press the ball back. Hecker now gets around his man. Hecker lays it down the middle, and the referee will point to the spot. Arlotti brought down. Believe it's by Matingo, who is on a yellow. Now the debate to be had between Arlotti and D'Ambrosio. D'Ambrosio walked up with the ball, but he yields to the man from Monaco. The Harvard transfer. Alessandro Arlotti. To secure his brace from 12 yards. Keeler on his line, stares him down. Arlotti steps up, slots it home. 8 goals to the good for number 16 Duke. Confidently taken and well placed.
And number 11, Nigel McLeod.
You can see Keeler was going to one direction. Fancy, didn't need to get it up off the ground. Just roll it the other way into the empty net. Well taken penalty. Goal number 2 of the day. And his 3rd for Duke. Such a well-balanced 20 goals and 20 assists during his time in the Ivy. Here's Arlotti again. "15 minutes to go here at Koskinen Stadium. took down this Howard team last year 10-0. 2 away from that marker tonight. Round the corner, big ball to the back stick, nearly turned into their own goal. Zach Simmons doing all he can there. As it stands, this is not the largest margin of victory at Koskinen Stadium this season. Duke women's soccer team defeated VMI on this field. 9 goals to 0.
To be taken by number 11, Leonardo D'Ambrosio.
D'Ambrosio with Lago short. Arlotti at the back stick again. D'Ambrosio near post. Vold nearly teed that one up. D'Ambrosio trying to get around Stallings. Does so. Technical footwork. D'Ambrosio puts Stallings in the spin cycle. Driven in. Blast off Duke. Another change in goal.
Now entering the game for the Blue Devils.
Ryan Gallagher.
Ryan Gallagher. Replacing number 30, Kenan Gavisser.
Gavisser will come off after playing the majority of the second half here. Gallagher, grad player from Florida, will get his due time here. For Howard, their eyes firmly focused towards NEC play. They'll be on the road this weekend up in Connecticut at New Haven before returning back to our nation's capital to play Lemoyne College. They have just one more non-conference match. That's against Virginia State all the way at the end of October. So pretty much they are locked in for conference play the rest of the way. Duke kind of bounce back and forth. They're on the 6-game homestand. As Howard, I have a real opportunity here from the set piece. Would love to get a goal. Something they have not done against Duke since 1972. Back in 1972, this Howard team took down Duke 9-0 in the NCAA tournament. They have not scored or won against Duke since. Simmons stands over it. Be a left-footed in-swinger. Here it comes. Great service. The offside flag comes up.
Offside, Bison.
One of the things Coach Jow talked about is he doesn't have the tallest team. Tingu, kind of the outlier there at 6'4". Otherwise, they're a little undersized, so some of those set pieces got to be clinical with the services. For Duke, they will play here at home in the 6-game homestand next time out, round of the 26th against Louisville. They're hosting Averett. Great ball through. Straight at Keeler. Kind of bounce back and forth between conference and non-conference play. Louisville to Averett, Pitt to Elon before having to finally leave home for the first time in about a month, where they'll make the trip to to Boston College and then to Clemson, before finishing with 2 big games. Queens, their final non-conference. Then NC State here at home, who just received their highest ever ranking. Number 2 in the country, just below Wake Forest. Then their final road trip of the year, a very, very short one. Duke going down the road, Tobacco Road, to play UNC in the season finale. So that back half of the year is chock full of really great games for the Blue Devils. At least for the neutrals, perhaps. There'll be some nail-biters in there. For those of you of the Duke Blue persuasion. 10 minutes to play here at Koskinen. Great control by Hecker. He spots the ball across. Not diagonal enough. Little push there at the end by Vold. This will be a great opportunity, though, for Duke to be able to build up some of that chemistry, as Coach Curry said. One of the last big things they need to work on is just fair familiarity with one another. Keeping a clean sheet, very important in this one. Also just learning more data points with one another. Falls kindly, pocket picked by Vold. Simmons was calling for it on this near side. Not only a great opportunity here to play a competitive game, but also see some familiar faces. Very warm words exchanged between these 2 head coaches, both on the sidelines and in the calls that I had with them. I think them highly complimentary from their college days, Coach Dow and Coach Kerr. It's one of the things that Coach Kerr talked about was it does impact their scheduling. He played Brian Quinn earlier this year in San Diego, a team that he likes to get on the schedule. Furman the same way with Doug Allison. So it just adds to the intensity and get to share memories as well. It kind of makes it a full-rounded experience for him. I asked him exactly what those relationships mean to him and how special they can be in college soccer, which is got to be one of the most, if not the most unique forms of the beautiful game in the world. He said, for me, it's meaningless unless you have that kind of relationship with your fellow coaches. He said, without that camaraderie, even though you're competing against them, it doesn't really mean anything besides a result. It has to be some feeling in the game. So moments like these where he can exchange some smiles with the opposition just kind of brings it all more alive to him. Coach Jow put it pretty plainly. He says, we will be smiling on the sidelines, seeing each other, he said, but he hopes to wipe that smile off Coach Kerr's face. It hasn't gone their way tonight.
Yellow card
Still a reunion for them
17,
once again. Working the 5th year in a row, Howard's made the trip down to Durham. There are deeper connections as well. Coach Jow's daughter played soccer here for the women's team. Played in the NWSL and is now over in France with Reims. So a lot to play for. Smiles to be had on the sidelines once that final whistle goes. But all business up to this point. Simmons. Stallings to Simmons. Last me off of him. Good defending by Caleb Donaldson. So both of these head coaches with children who've played here at Duke. Of course, Coach Kerr is really a family tradition at this point. Coach Zhao as well. Two families that do bleed Duke blue. As it stands right now, it'll be win 120 here at Koskinen for Coach Kerr. Kept in play by Lagos. Great ball to the middle. As Arlati so close to making it a hat trick. Five minutes to go. As Keeler waves him forward. Splitting time with Wise Daly. Coach saying it is a difficult choice. Said Liam was the starter last year, the number one, but came into preseason injured. Liam very good, he said, with his feet able to play out of the back. Trying to rotate them. Give them both experience. Great night for Keeler to do just that against literally the preseason number one. Not only attacker, but player overall in Olford Bjornsson. Give them both a real run out before conference play and perhaps continue it from there. Ambrosio getting stuck in here. Donovan Moyes. Hecker on the near side. Good work defensively. Draws the foul as well. Andrew McLeod. McLeod, who started 2 of the last 4 games. Senior from Fayetteville, Georgia. Stallings has hands full. Trying to play the ball over the top. Forcing the clear as well. Once again, it's been close for Howard. They've had those looks. It's one of those breakout opportunities on the counter. We've been able to chase down. Just nothing has quite been on the end of it. A team that has struggled with scoring this season. This will be by far and away the most goals scored in a game this season for Duke. In fact, they have not scored more than 2 in a game. 2 against San Diego, 2 against Georgetown, 2 against Syracuse. Every other game, it's been 1. They haven't been shut out at any point this season. Having kept 2 clean sheets, this will likely go down as number 3 in their first consecutive clean sheets of the season. Picking one up against UC San Diego, the Orange of Syracuse last time out. Final 90 seconds here in Durham. Louisville up next, followed by Averett. The homestand continues for the Blue Devils. Howard will start conference play next time out against New Haven, jumping into the depths of ACC play. Here comes the 1 minute call.
1 minute remaining in the game.
Lagos drives in his cross, just overcooked. A game whose scoring got underway early. A goal in the fourth minute from Jose Ortega. Max Simpson got his second of the year. Kenan hot and Olfer Bjornsson rounded out half number one. In 4 goals in the second half, 2 from Arlotti, one of which came from the penalty spot. Rakaj got his second goal of the year. And the Hot made it a brace as well. 2 braces
10,
on the night as we enter the final 10 seconds.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
5
2,
years of playing
1,
Howard in a row
0.
here in Durham in 5 straight wins. This time by a margin
Final score
of
of today's
8
game.
goals to 0.